a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. The losers that... And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
That was good tackle right at the middle. Defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction. That's often the end result.
Throwing on first down. Woody swings this one out wide for Pierce. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. Operating from the gun. Woody, his throw incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Young to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young on third down. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Young on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. A check on the numbers last week for Hubbard. 16 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Young will set to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Laviska Shenault from 10 yards out. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And some room to run now. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. Childs. And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is over.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Third down, Young from the gun. He's got a man, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
Holding, offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Young. He's going to look deep for more. They've got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw, Young. He's got his tight end, it's Tommy Tremble. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now here's Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pickup. Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Young looks to throw on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd and 10, Young, he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Off play action. Woody. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Give left side for Pierce. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. They find some open field here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 3rd down, Woody. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Gonzalez's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Operating from the gun, Woody. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on 3rd down, Woody. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
This offense gets set for a new series. We take a look at Laviska Shenault leading him out. That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having.
but I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On play action, Young. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. Final play of the half, Young. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. So we have halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. Getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Play fake. Now Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Off the play fake, Young. And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a first down throw for Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
To throw again on second down. Young. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Tackle by the corner, C.J. Henderson. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Woody. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put...
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Young off the play fake. Steps away. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the reception made by Green. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down. Moore, the man in motion. From the red zone now, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Woody. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Woody. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll look to throw again. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So much for just falling forward for a yard on 4th and 1. They got a big chunk play.
They certainly did, didn't they? And you would think as a defensive front, you just stack the line of scrimmage and create no space, right? But how about his...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This offense gets set for a new series. We take a look at Laviska Shenault leading them out. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
From the 27, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Green. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here is Young. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The offense on third down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Young now. That pass complete to Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Panthers. LaVisca Chenault, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And Green with a catch left side. Touchdown! A great play there. 32 yards. And the Panthers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. This will be fielded inside the 5. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
From the gun on 3rd down. Woody delivers another one to Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Catch made, it's Moreau. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Woody throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Woody. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Young here to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Playmaker, step up. Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Laviska Shenault, 34 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. Taken in at the 3. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm getting